Hi, I'm Ruth Brown, President of Nebraska Presswomen and Associate Professor at the College of Journalism, University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Nebraska is excited to co-host next year's National Federation of Presswomen Convention in Omaha Council Bluffs. We can't wait to show you our state. Come see Nebraska for yourself at next year's convention pre-tour. You'll see the home of Willa Cather, a Pulitzer Prize-winning author. That's at Red Cloud, Nebraska. And you'll see Buffalo Bill Cody's home at Scout's Rest Ranch in North Platte. You'll also see a modern farm and a working ranch. I know you'll love our hospitality and the plain speaking of my Nebraska. Now some other presswomen are going to tell you about the Nebraska that they know, love, and call home. I'm standing on the deck of my home at beautiful Johnson Lake near Lexington in south central Nebraska. Johnson Lake was created in 1939 as part of a hydro irrigation project that supplies electricity to farms, homes, and industries, and water to thousands of acres of cropland near the North Platte and Platte rivers. It also provides excellent recreational opportunities and is a stopping place for migrating waterfowl. This is my Nebraska.
Hi, I'm Lynn Messersmith, Secretary for Nebraska Presswomen, rancher and freelance writer. This is the Nebraska Sandhills, an area of grass-covered dunes that make up about a quarter of our state and sit atop the Ogallala Aquifer, a huge underground lake that supplies us with the world's sweetest water, sometimes known as sandstone champagne. This is cattle country. There are more cattle than people here by far. There are a few native trees. The ones you see behind me were planted by my grandfather. The wind is seldom silent, and you may hear that. We can see all the way to sundown from here. If you came to visit, we'd sit on my porch. I'd offer you a glass of sandstone champagne. We'd wait for that sun to go down and wait for fireflies to dance in the dusk. This is my Nebraska.
Welcome to Nebraska, and also welcome to North Platte. I'm Emily Springer McCreary. I am currently the Vice President of Nebraska Presswomen and the Sports Editor at the North Platte Telegraph. We are situated here in between the North and South Platte rivers. We're also directly in the middle between Omaha and Denver on the I-80 corridor.
We are here just south of I-80 in North Platte at the 20th Century Veterans Memorial. This was created to honor all branches of the military and our servicemen and women, the Navy, Army, Marine, Air Force, and even a few Coast Guards, I think. This is Scout's Rest Ranch, home to Buffalo Bill Cody, located just north of North Platte.
In addition to Scout's Rest Ranch and Buffalo Bill, North Platte is also home to two-time Harlan Hill Award winner and current New York Jets running back Danny Woodhead. And this is my Nebraska.
If you grow it, they will come. Hi, I'm Barb Bierman Beatty, and I'm a lifelong Nebraska ag producer. Dawson County, where I live, is one of the top 5 corn-producing counties in Nebraska. Family farms are the lifeblood of this state, where 93% of the farms and ranches are privately owned. 1 in every 3 jobs in Nebraska is ag-related, and agriculture contributes $17 billion annually to the state's economy. Inviting you to come to Nebraska next fall for the National Federation of Presswomen's Convention so that you can see our wonderful state. This is my Nebraska.
Hi, I'm Lori Potter. I'm the Ag and Natural Resources reporter for a small daily newspaper in Kearney, Nebraska, here in the south central part of Nebraska. And behind me is the Platte River. The river starts in the mountains of Colorado and Wyoming, but then it flows the entire width of Nebraska. For centuries, it's also been a guide to travelers going east to west. First, it was the early explorers, the Native Americans, And then in the middle of the 19th century, tens of thousands of pioneers followed the Oregon Trail on the south side of the river and the Mormon Trail on the north side of the river. There were also Pony Express riders, the builders of the telegraph and the Union Pacific Railroad, and then later the surveyors for the Lincoln Highway, which is now Highway 30, and Interstate 80. The noise you hear behind me represent one of the world's great natural spectacles that come here between mid-February to early April every year, the Sandhill Cranes. They stop in about a 40-mile area of this Big Bend region of the Platte to feed on the waste corn in our cornfields and in the wet meadows. They roost at night on the river, so it's quite the sight and the sound every spring here in the Platte Valley. And this is my Nebraska.
Hi, I'm Barb Misek, editor of the Nance County Journal in Fullerton, a small town of about 1,200 people in east central Nebraska. I'm here in Central City, and as you can see, we've got this beautiful mural behind us. Central City has just a few thousand people. Nearly half of the 1.7 million people that live in Nebraska live in and around the two largest cities here, and that's Omaha and Lincoln. The rest of us live in the tiny towns and villages and hamlets and the small cities that serve as regional centers for shopping, or we go there for our medical needs and our agricultural markets and machinery. The larger of our small towns have a K-12 school, a grain elevator, a main street that's 2 or 3 blocks long, and a post office. Our lives revolve around our high school sports, our church activities, and our community dinners. We get our news from our regional daily newspapers and, of course, from our weekly newspapers like the Nance County Journal and the Scuttlebutt at the local cafe. This is my Nebraska.
Hi, I'm Sherry Thompson, a freelance writer from Omaha, Nebraska. I'm treasurer of the Nebraska Presswomen and co-chair of the 2011 conference. I'm standing in front of the Bob Carey pedestrian bridge spanning the Missouri River, linking Omaha with Council Bluffs. It's one of the newest projects in Omaha's redevelopment of its riverfront and downtown area. 5 Fortune 500 companies, Union Pacific, ConAgra, Mutual of Omaha, Kiewit, and Berkshire Hathaway, are headquartered in downtown. Just down the road, Omaha's Henry Doran Zoo, with the world's largest indoor rainforest and largest desert, is one of the best in the country. Rosenblatt Stadium is longtime home of the College World Series, and it's moving to a new downtown facility in 2011. And a guy named Warren Buffett calls Omaha his home. This is my Nebraska.
I'm Stephanie Geary-Zink, and welcome to my hometown of Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm the past president of Nebraska Presswomen and co-chair of the NFPW 2011 Convention Committee. This is the Nebraska State Capitol when it was completed in 1932 at a budget of $10 million. It was considered one of the architectural wonders of the world. It is also the home of the nation's only unicameral, and it's one of the most beautiful buildings I've ever been in. This is my Nebraska. We invite you to our state to attend the 2011 NFPW Convention in Omaha and Council Bluffs, and the Nebraska Pre-Tour, where you can see some of the wonderful things that Nebraska has to offer.
This is our Nebraska!